Hi everyone, it's Miss Jen. I'm going to be reading a story about the different jobs in our community. So I'm going to share my screen and we'll get started. When I grew up, I waited so long for the hours to pass, but soon it was noon then Mrs. Cripp's class. And Thursday at noon, as I'm sure you know well, is the time of the week when we do show and tell. And this week, the subject so special to me was when I grow up, what am I going to be? That's something I'd really been thinking about, and I just couldn't wait to let all those thoughts out. So when Mrs. Cripp said, "Who's ready to share?" You can guess who was there with his hand in the air. I raised both my hands as high as they'd go, and I bounced up and down, and then what did you know? Well, Mrs. Cripp picked me, yes, me, to go first. Oh, I was so happy I thought I would burst. I proudly stood up and began my oration, considering my choice for a future vocation. Esteemed friends and colleagues, and dear Mrs. Cripp, I know what I'm going to be when I grow up. Why, I'll be the greatest chef you've ever seen. The world will go crazy for my hot cuisine. I'll tantalize taste buds with my rigatoni, sauteed with black truffles and pickled bologna. Surrounded by kumquats and candied pig feet, topped with shrimp-flavored lollipops. Bon appetit! My walls would be filled with awards that I've gotten for toast on a stick and Twinkies au gratin. My kitchen will be the most famous in France, so make reservations 12 years in advance. There's no doubt about it, I'm certain you see. A world-renowned chef is what I'm gonna be. That's very nice, Billy, sweet Mrs. Cripp said. Who wants to be next? Maybe Susie or Fred? I said, hold the phone. Now, I haven't departed. Hang on to your seats, because I'm just getting started. See, maybe instead I could be a snail trainer. Man, that would be awesome. Right, that's a no-brainer. I'll teach my snails to do really neat tricks. They'll play dead, roll over, and even fetch sticks. Of course, all the sticks will come back 2 years later. But working with snails, what could be greater? They'll do any stunt that I'd like, holy moly. I'll train them to pedal a bike really slowly. Then ooze through a huge ring of fire and crawl at a snail's pace across a high wire. Then finish by writing my name with their tails. That's right, I'll be Billy, the master of snails. Or else maybe I'll be the lathe operator who makes the hydraulic torque wrench calibrator, which fine-tunes the wrench that's specifically made to retighten the nuts on a lateral blade that's directly beneath the main radial sockets inside cooling systems on X-14 rockets. And since this profession's as cool as can be, well, who would be better to do it than me? Say, here's an idea, perhaps just for laughs. I might make my living by milking giraffes. It's also cliche to get a milk from a cow, and I bet all those cows need a break anyhow. Imagine me milking way up in the air. I'd use a tall ladder instead of a chair. What? Milking giraffes, Mrs. Cripp said. Oh, please, I countered. How else would we make giraffe cheese? Now, don't interrupt me. I'm not really through yet. There's a lot of stuff that I'm planning to do yet. Because maybe I'll be a gorilla masseuse, or an artist who sculpts out of chocolate mousse, or a rodeo clown, or a movie director, or maybe a professional pickle inspector, or maybe a big sumo wrestler, or a hedge fund investor, or a smelly pit sniffer deodorant tester. or I'll be an expert on nuclear fission, or else a front model or a friendly mortician, or waiter, or skater, or master debater, or dinosaur dusting museum curator, or TV repairman, or sidewalk sign waiver, or part-time assistant tarantula shaver. And that's about when Mrs. Krebs said, "Now, Billy, please make up your mind. This is getting quite silly. Which one of those things are you gonna be?" I shuffled around and I looked at my shoes. And finally I said my great grandfather Bob's been a whole lot of things and a whole bunch of jobs. A butcher, a barber, a bellman, a bouncer, a telephone psychic, and a bingo announcer. You know what? He just turned 103 and he's not quite sure what he wants to be. See, I'm only 8 now, so frankly, I'm hoping you'll cut me some slack if I leave options open. Let's just wait and find out what my future brings. Hey, I might have time to do all of those things. And then the bell rang and we went to lunch. And as I was sipping my pineapple punch, I pondered professions and that I'd like to enter, like brave firefighter or crazy inventor. Or maybe, just maybe now, when I grow up, I can be a great teacher like dear Mrs. Krupp. And that's the end of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to the story, and I want to know what you guys would like to be when you grow up. I hope to see you guys soon, and have a nice rest of your day. Bye.